You're gonna tell me that you're a grown man and you're blonde? Like, let's grow up. Let's be serious. Hey besties, it's Sarah. Welcome back to my channel. I'm obviously joined by a very special guest.
Hi, it's Katie. I was about to be like, you already know who I am. No, this is not my channel. This is Sarah's channel, and my name is Katie Colson from the very aptly named Katie Colson.
So today we're gonna be kicking off another episode of TBR Takeover. Katie and I actually both live in Atlanta, so sometimes we like to get together, film a little video. We actually did one in October that I'll link down below if you wanna watch it. That one was very funny. We did a puzzle together.
Oh, that was hilarious. I've rewatched that like 7 times. Also, we're hanging out today to go to a book signing, and I'm like, who better to invite than Sarah?
Another booktuber. So for those of you who don't know, basically TBR Takeover is a series that I do on my channel where I have my fellow booktubers choose 3 books for me to read, and so the rest of the vlog will be me reading those. But since Katie and I live so close and we're hanging out today, I thought it would be fun if we filmed our intro in person.
The first thing that I want to talk about is the crimes to the booktube community that Sarah has committed. You have not read The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, and she hasn't read Vicious, both by B. Schwab,
I have not.
Which are prerequisites to be on booktube. But the biggest one, I had to check every single word in the title and the author's name separately to make sure she hadn't read this book.
Oh, I haven't. I've read the Grisha trilogy, but I've not read Six of
Okay, well, the
Crows.
Grisha trilogy sucked.
I haven't read, well, I read it in like 2015, so I liked it in 2015 standards.
This is one of the best books ever written, hands down, point blank period.
Is this the first book you're choosing for me?
No.
Oh.
This is why I didn't pick that one. It's because when you said I could pick anything, and you said books you want to see me read, and I was like, oh, okay, so not books that I'm like, she's gonna give this 5 stars.
No, it's what do you want me? You could make me read a dictionary. It's whatever you want.
Okay, so this is what I want you to read, okay? Now the first one is obvious because I've gotten 3 booktubers to make a video called Katie Colson Ruined My Life. And every morning the way home gets longer and longer.
Weep. I know I'm gonna weep.
And you could read, okay, so the audiobook is really good for this, but the book is
so
short, and a lot of it's just little depictions. Long and short, it's about a grandpa whose best friend is his grandson, and he's going through dementia, and it is a book of him trying to explain to his grandson what's happening to him, and then also explaining to us what it's like to lose your mind and lose your memory. I'm sorry I'm doing this to you, but also
I'm probably gonna weep.
The Mindfuck series by S.D. Abbey.
I want to read it because I realized about me, I said this in my 5-star audit, I love a book where the main character is like a serial killer. I love that. I love serial killers.
But the first 2 parts of this, I could not stand.
I remember your vlog. You were like, what is this, guys?
Oh my god. But when I tell you, you'll be so happy that you're one of the girls that know after you read it, because oh my god, it changed my mind.
I wanted to change my brain chemistry. I really do.
It is, you know, super simple. It's about this girl, Lana, and something horrible happened to her in the past. Okay, and you might think, oh yeah, sure. No, you don't. You have no idea. And it's following her going through and picking off all of the people from her past that did things to her or just didn't do anything about it. And she's just a serial killer. And then this dude, Logan, is an FBI agent trying to find her and doesn't know that is her, and then they start a relationship. But the romance is like, who cares? The romance is like, it doesn't matter. Like, it's like 2% of this book. The Book Thief by Marcus Zuzak.
I've never read this.
It's so good. And if you own it or you want to borrow it, the chapters are so short. So the audiobook is so good. This is about Liesel, and this is during World War II, and she learns to read. She becomes obsessed with stories, obsessed with reading, and she will steal books that the Nazis are trying to burn, which is a huge offense, obviously. And then the people that are taking care of her take in this Jewish man and are hiding him, and this is just like the story of that. But when I tell you, it's told, the person that's narrating this is deaf. Okay, and also the movie's amazing. So
there's a movie for this?
Oh yeah.
When did that come out?
A while ago. You're gonna cry in this one. You will. Cut to screaming, throwing up. Like screaming reactions, you're going to. And then, how dare you have not read this book? Like,
so you want me to cry twice, actually.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cry in this one too.
Yeah.
Oh my god, besties, before we get into the actual reading vlog, I just want to come in here and say that this week's video is being sponsored by our friends at Diamond Art Club. I am genuinely excited to be talking about this sponsor because I have been obsessed with diamond painting ever since I got my kit. Also, I thought the sponsorship was very perfect for this video because I consider Katie to be the puzzle queen, and although diamond painting is not doing a puzzle, it's a very similar hobby in that it's very calming and it's great for listening listening to books. Diamond painting is a DIY craft hobby that's like paint by number, but instead of using paint, you use colorful resin rhinestones. The final result is a stunning, sparkly mosaic piece of artwork. I am truly obsessed with how it glitters and shines. Each Diamond Art Club kit includes everything you need for the craft, all the tools, the shimmering rhinestones, a premium color-coded canvas. The steps for diamond painting are pretty simple. All you need to do is peel back the film, select the symbol that you want to work on. You can identify the diamond bag that matches the color code and pour the diamonds into the tray. Press the tip of the magic applicator pen into the wax. Use the pen to pick up the faceted side of the diamond, then place the diamond onto the corresponding symbol. It is honestly that simple, and if I can do it, you definitely can do it. I absolutely love the final result of the painting. The sparkle is just chef's kiss, and I cannot wait to hang it up. I'm also obsessed with butterflies. Like, if you've known me for even 5 minutes, you'll know that butterflies are kind of my thing. Like, I literally have butterflies on my phone case. I love them. So I'm really excited about this painting that I've done. Right now, you can save 20% off of your first purchase at Diamond Art Club. Just follow this link and then use the code Sarah without an H20, and you'll just get 20% off, and it'll be a great time. I will link all this information in the description down below if you're interested in checking it out. I cannot recommend it enough. It is so cute, and if you like sparkly things, like, you can't miss this. And if you like audiobooks, it's just the perfect combination of things. Like, just bring all these hobbies and crafting and things together. It's just really, honestly, I already said chef's kiss, but it really is chef's kiss. Okay, besties, I'm about to start, and every morning every morning the way home gets longer and longer. I can never get this title right. I'm so sorry. I am very scared. Like, I'm scared, I'm nervous. We'll see if I cry. I'm assuming I'm going to. I'm also gonna work on my diamond painting while I'm listening, and maybe the tears in my eyes will just make the sparkle of the canvas just pop off even more.
Simon & Schuster Audio presents And Every Morning the Way Home Gets Longer and Longer, a novella by Frederick Bachman.
I'm not joking, we're only 10 minutes into the audiobook and I'm already crying because he's remembering his dead wife right now.
You okay?
This book is really sad.
Oh.
I've only been listening for 5 minutes.
What?
It's about dementia.
Oh.
It's over? What? Katie, you will be hearing from my lawyer. I definitely think this was like a very short and sweet novella. Like, I don't know if I would mark it as a favorite, but it definitely will hit you in the heartstrings, obviously, make you feel emotional. It's basically just this grandfather navigating his own mind as he's like forgetting everything and trying to explain it to his grandson, and the ending. I don't really have anything else to say. I think I'm gonna be giving it like, I don't know, like 4 stars. Like, it was good. One of my biggest fears in life is getting dementia or having like my loved ones get dementia, and so it's just one of those books that'll really get you. If you have any family members that have struggled with dementia, I definitely think that you should steer clear of this book because you will be sobbing and throwing up because it's really, really sad. Hopefully next book is a little bit more peppier. I mean, it's about serial killers, but hopefully there'll be a different situation. I won't cry. Also, Bessie's not gonna lie, doing a diamond painting while you're sad about a book is kind of a slay, because not only is it like really sparkly, but it kind of was very calm and relaxing. Like, yes, am I crying about a man with dementia? Yeah, absolutely. But also, I'm having a relaxing time while I'm doing this diamond painting. I would highly recommend. Okay, besties, I am reading the Mindfuck series, and I just finished Sidetracked, which is the second novella in this bind up. This is technically 5 novellas all together that make up one book, but Sidetracked, the second one, just ended on a cliffhanger, and I can't wait to continue reading the next one. I am literally obsessed. I'm living, laughing, loving. Like, I really like this so far, but I also sometimes am just really easy to entertain, and so I really like it. I also rewatched Katie's vlog where she read this. This is actually her copy. She let me borrow it, so these are all the marks from when she was opening this and breaking the spine in that vlog. But I rewatched hers, and she hated the first two.
What's up, BookTube? It's your boy. Am I in the shot?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't remember what I was saying before Aaron walked in here. He wanted to talk about our plans for Dragon Con. Anyway, I am loving this. I really like it. Oh, I was talking about how I rewatched Katie's vlog where she read this. When she read the first two novellas, she did not like them. She thought the writing was so bad and she did not know why everybody liked this. But I'm loving it. I don't know what that says about me, but I'm having a great time. I really like books that have this sort of premise. Like, I like the combination of romance and Criminal Minds. Is it 4:24 a.m. right now? Yes. Yes, it is. Do I have regrets? Yes, I do. I do have to work at 9 a.m. But that's fine. I work from home, so I can be tired tomorrow. I am supposed to go to a Taekwondo class at noon, so I think that it's a bit difficult that I've made myself this fatigued, but I cannot stop reading this. I simply cannot. I will say, I am halfway through part 4, and this book is amazing. If this ends even stronger than it's been so far, I will be giving this 5 stars. When I was reading the first couple parts, I wasn't sure what I would rate it. I was thinking maybe like 4.5 stars, but then the second part of this book is it's just too good. I don't love Logan. Like, I know he is Lana's love and he is the other main character, like he has his own perspective and everything. I just think he's boring and I don't like him. I don't like his energy. I don't like his personality. I love that Lana loves him and I want to support my girl because I love Lana. But I don't see what she sees in him. Like, yes, he's a good person, and yes, he's a fairly good like FBI agent and criminal profiler. Like, he's smart, but the chemistry between them is very wooden. I think the one thing that could make this story better is if it was sapphic. Like, imagine Lana, the badass she is, if she was in love with a female FBI agent. I would simply die. Like, I would pass away. I feel like that would make this story infinitely better. But even with that said, it's still giving 5 stars. Like, I am having so much fun reading this. I can't stop reading. I don't know. I just feel like I'm a new person ever since I started this yesterday. Is it 6:30 a.m.? Yeah. Yeah, it is. Have I slept? No. No, I haven't. Have I just finished the 4th part? Yeah, I did do that. I did do that, and I did already start the 5th part as well. I'm addicted. There is crack in this book. The amount of TikToks I've seen of people saying that they stayed up till like all hours of the night reading this book there's so many. I know this is a common thing for a lot of people who would come across this book, and it's a canon event. It cannot be prevented. If you start this, caution yourself. Do you need to wake up for work the next day? Because you're going to be in trouble if you let yourself get past the 2nd part. Like, I cannot be stopped. Like, I actually might go to bed soon. I might not finish right now because I genuinely do need to start working in a couple of hours. But I just wanted to stop in and say, I got to the part where Logan found out some things, and all I have to say is Logan's kind of a loser. He's kind of a loser. He's a stick in the mud. He's kind of boring. Like, I get it. He works for the FBI. I get it. He's got morals. I get it. It's just like, we got to the part where like he found out some stuff and he confronted Lana in like kind of an icky way, and he's just like such a drama queen, like so annoying. And on top of that, he's a blonde man, which is already a sin. A blonde man. You're gonna tell me that you're a grown man and you're blonde? Like, let's grow up. Let's be serious. And I'm saying that as someone who grew up being blonde, but obviously I've grown up and I've stopped being blonde. Like, Lana Myers is my queen. I am one of her loyal subjects. I support her in all of her bloody endeavors. I'm a fan. I'm a fan, to be quite frank. And I love this book. I love it. It is a slay. It's a literal slay. Like, Lana is slaying men. I love it. I realized that I never finalized my thoughts about the Mindfuck series. I know that I last left you when I was staying up all night reading this, but I just need to say how much I love this. I literally bought my own copy. This is Katie's copy and this is my copy. I loved this book with my whole heart. Like Lana, literally obsessed with her. I worship her. She is my goddess. The male character in this, what's his face? Logan. Could take or leave him, he's whatever, but the actual story of Lana getting her revenge, like amazing, like chef's kiss. Like I love this book. I am giving this 5 stars. Like Katie, thank you so much for putting this in my path. I do wish that there was an edition of this book that wasn't so ugly. This cover is so bad, but the book itself is just so amazing. I loved it so much, and I feel like if you like Criminal Minds, or you know, just like true crime kind of vibes, or you love when like women like get revenge, like a good for her novel, you would probably really enjoy this. I won't say that the rating is Pulitzer Prize worthy writing, but it's still just so entertaining. I obviously stayed up all night so I could finish this, and you know, like this is like 500 pages, but I literally do not regret it. It's such an amazing experience and I loved it. And so thank you, Katie, for making me read this. Please excuse my greasy appearance right now. It's currently 2:45 a.m. and I was just crying as I was reading The Book Thief. What's interesting about this book is that it takes place during World War II, but it's not about the Holocaust. It's specifically about a poor family in Germany. And so it's very interesting to read a story about a German family that doesn't have direct relations to Jewish people. It's almost giving you the insights into what it was like being on the other side, like being a poor person during this time. The main character, Liesel, is the person who is considered the book thief. Her whole thing is that she likes to steal books. And I know Katie mentioned this when she was describing what this book was about. I honestly don't remember what's in that clip. I haven't edited it yet and we filmed that forever ago, but I know that she probably mentioned that this book is told by Death. And so Death is a character that's basically telling us the story of Liesel's life. The part that I meant in the book was making me cry because there's a scene where all the Jewish people from the concentration camp nearby are being marched through the town, and Liesel's adopted father actually gives one of the Jewish people a piece of bread and he gets beaten for it. Liesel's actually adopted at the beginning of this book because her mom can no longer take care of her, and the family that adopts her is quite endearing. I love her adopted father. He's such a great character. Also, their family eventually is housing a Jewish man in their basement. So there is an element of them being pretty empathetic to the plight of Jewish people, but it's definitely more just about them living during this time in Germany, because obviously even though Hitler wanted to claim that he was making Germany so much better, so many people were living in poverty and they were hungry. And so it's just an interesting story overall. I definitely think I'm leaning towards giving this book 4 stars. I'm really enjoying it. I think I might watch the film too. I don't know if I'll do it in this vlog, but I definitely would like to watch it at a later date. Don't have a ton more to say at the moment. I just wanted to give a quick little update before I finish the book. I have a feeling I'm gonna be crying later because I still have tears in my eyes thinking about the scene that I just had, because Hans is just, he is such a good character, and it made me really sad. 2 things. If you hear explosions outside, it's because it's July 3rd and people are putting off fireworks right now. Secondly, please ignore the fact that I'm wearing the shirt that I was wearing at like 3 a.m. when I last updated you guys. It's now like late the next day. Why would Marcus Zuzak end a book like that? Like, I get that it's like war times and it's sad, but why? Why would you end a book like that? Katie, what the fuck? Okay, besties, that brings us to the end of this TBR takeover. I feel like it was pretty successful. I basically liked everything that I read. As you saw, I was sobbing when I was reading every day. The Way Home Gets Longer and Longer. Is that what it's called? I always butcher the title of this video. Whatever. That is a very sad book. Dementia is just one of those topics that makes me literally weep, and it was such a touching book, but very heavy, so recommend that with caution. Then, of course, I read the Mindfuck series. Let me hold that correctly for you guys. This was flawless, 5 stars, like probably my favorite book that I read in this video. It's just so iconic. And Lana will just be my girl crush forever. I loved her and I couldn't get enough of this book. So pick this up. Also at your own caution, because if you pick this up, you won't want to put it down. So definitely do it on a day that's maybe the weekend where you don't have to work the next day, because this is just that addicting. There's literally crack cocaine in this. And then finally, the last book that I picked up was The Book Thief by Marcus Zuzak. And I did enjoy this. I had a very emotional reaction to it. You saw me crying again on camera. But unfortunately, now that I spent more time away from this book, I think it's been like a month or so since I read this, and I don't know, I think it's like more like a 3.5 star for me. I wanted to give it 4 star at the time. I don't know, it's like a 3 to 4 range. I don't think about it that often, but it was very touching when I was reading it, and the writing is very good, and so I can see why it's a lot of people's favorite book. The only complaint that I have is that at times the pacing kind of lagged a little bit, but in general it is a very touching book. Obviously it invoked a very emotional reaction to me, but that pretty much brings me to the end of this TBR takeover. I just want to give a big thank you to Katie for participating and letting me come to her house and film with her. I just love Katie. She's truly one of my favorite booktubers, so if you are not currently a fan of her channel, I absolutely recommend that you go check her out because she has the best personality. She's so much fun. Also, because Katie and I live really close to each other, let me know if there's any other collabs that you'd want to see us do, because our houses are literally like 5 minutes apart. Like if I got in my car right now, I could like be at her house. Also, by the way, Katie, this is not your copy. I have your copy over there. You need to tell me when I can return this, because I did text you about this and you did not respond to me about returning your book. So I need to come to your house and do that. If you've made it to the end of this video and you enjoyed it, please feel free to use the puzzle emoji in your comment down below, because I do associate Katie with being the puzzle queen. And then one last time, I do want to give a thank you to Diamond Art Club for sponsoring today's video. I am a huge fan of their products, so I definitely recommend that you go check them out, and you can get 20% off with my discount code, and it'll just be a good time for you. I thank you all so much for watching. You're all beautiful. Have a nice day.